Hey, it's me. I don't really know where this video is gonna be put or where it's gonna go. But currently I am trying to plan for Michael's birthday coming up. His birthday is August 17th. For a while I kept thinking it was August 16th, but I now know and have written it down in my calendar every year that it is August 17th. Today is, what is today? The 6th of August. So, you know, I have some time, but I did want to get some ideas flowing and make sure I have it together and ready before his actual birthday comes. So a lot of explaining there. Basically, I am thinking of getting him something from Amazon, okay? And then I was thinking of booking him some kind of experience that he would really enjoy, that maybe he could do with his family, either on the day or like that upcoming weekend. Then hopefully he will remember to vlog himself doing whatever experience I book for him and the presents that he opens from me. So yeah, that is the goal. So let's get to it.
Hello everybody. We're about to go to the Film and Sci-Fi Museum, which we almost went to when Hannah was here, and then not because we almost went there actually, it's entirely coincidental, she got me tickets for my birthday and my family. So we'll go do that. I'm speaking a little bit quiet because I'm a bit self-conscious about talking to myself in the garden. I suppose actually, when I get back, remind me to show you the other presents I got.
Otherwise, if we had gone through the market...
I've changed my mind. Going through the market would have been an option. It would.
Arguing. So this is the one place where I can take any footage. Well, not the one place so far, because they don't want you to take too many pictures. I'm going to do a real quick swivel around. Okay, there we go. That's all you're getting. It's all you're getting. It's a bit risky. Okay. Yeah, so basically, there's loads of like original props from like films, like the actual film production. Like there's Indiana Jones, there was Metropolis, the 1929 film over there, Aliens there, James Bond there, so that's Alien, that's Indiana Jones. This is from Labyrinth. There's Top Gun Maverick over there, and then down there it's Star Trek. But yeah, can't really film anything, so it's interesting though. Like, it's crazy how much like actual original stuff from film productions they have. Apparently it's very secret because it's like all like, you know, proper original stuff. They got like props from James Bond, guns, gadgets, actual, you know, miniature ships used for filming, posters signed by people. It's over there. But okay, yeah, I'm being a little bit cheeky because technically, I mean, I'm allowed to film here, but I'm not really allowed to turn the camera around. But I'm gonna do it. Okay, alright, bye. This is the Doctor Who section. This is the TARDIS. And those are some Doctor Who monsters. And down there was lots of Star Trek stuff. And then just like loads of random things, like Captain Scarlet. Is that, wait, Red Dwarf? Over there? Red Dwarf? Wow. You like Red Dwarf? Oh, I think I can see a Red Dwarf thing anyway. Oh, and these are the Doctor Who suits, which... Yeah. Oh yeah, Red Dwarf. Yeah, and that's... I assume this must be covered under the selfie thing, because it's in line. Those are the Doctor Who suits. Classic. Now that's style. Alright. Okay, I'm just getting ready to take a selfie, but real quick. Look at it! Okay. Here's my boy Sully from Monsters Inc.
Possibly.
I wonder if they... You would think, considering it's a selfie place, you can touch him, but maybe we shouldn't. Of course, this definitely wouldn't have been used for a film production, because it's animated, Dad. And, of course, the implication from where the sign is that this is what you take a selfie with. This pillar.
I'm guessing anything in that corner.
Yeah. Oh, in that case... Look! Superman stuff. Let's use my zoom. Anyway, I'm gonna go stare at that. Oh wait, hold a minute. I believe, right at the end, that is one Lord of the Rings thing next to you. You know, actually, with... I mean, it's just a gremlin. The fact that it's green means I could do some epic green screen stuff. And that's the end of the National Film and Sci-Fi Museum. And now we're outside. Hello Ellie, I know that you have pie, but I was considering going to Taco Bell, and I was wondering if that would appeal to you or not.
Yeah, what I mean is...
Okay, shall I just like make an executive decision on what to get?
Jesus Christ.
Alright, okay, that's fine. Okay, love you.
What I mean is, if you go all the way to
Bye.
the 6, it's with the mining company.
It's very green. So, here's my opinion on the museum. One, it was very interesting. There was lots of stuff to see, and it wasn't so bad that I couldn't film it, because it's kind of like if I were to film it, it would have just been like, hey, remember this film? Well, here's a thing from that film. It was genuinely cool. Like, they had like so much of the stuff was actually legitimately from film productions. I think like pretty much all of it was. And at first I was like, oh, this is crazy. How can they have so much stuff that was used? And like actually they had a whole section on Star Wars. They even had some of like, you know, the Avengers things, Harry Potter, like huge major film productions. And it's like, how did this museum get all of these things that were originally used in film production? And someone just let me go across the road. But then you think about it, you're like, actually, the fact these film productions are so big means there's probably like quite a bit of this stuff lying around. Like, sorry, I don't know where it's like, you know, quite a few prop things and stuff like that. And honestly, the alternative, I guess, to having it in a museum would be just to hoard it endlessly. Like, they probably got a lot of stuff, which isn't to diminish the fact that obviously it's still cool they have it, but it just kind of explains why they have quite so much from quite so many big films. Oh! Ambulance is chasing somebody. They must have done a crime and they need to be cured. Revived from their criminal actions. That's, I assume, what an ambulance does. Anyway, I wanted to finally get around to telling you the interesting facts, because the thing is, okay, you know, I said like, oh, it wasn't so bad that you couldn't film, because basically it was like everything was equally interesting. It was all interesting, and therefore I could have filmed everything. But you know, what I did end up filming, I think, is more than enough. But yeah, the thing is, they didn't really have so many like kind of facts, like lots of kind of interesting information, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because obviously the appeal to a museum is that you can go and physically see things that you otherwise would not be able to see. You know, like in a way, if all you want is information, you might as well read a book. But yeah, they didn't, so with that said, it's not a problem, but it does incline me to highlight the few interesting pieces of information they did have, or interesting observations, let's say, that I made. So the first one is that they had a Han Solo in carbonite, but it was like in this totally dark, like just like off to the side, which is a bit weird. That's not really a fact. But then the other thing is, okay, so apparently Chewbacca comes from the Russian for dog. And I think this was probably the most objectively interesting thing in terms of like just, oh, I didn't know that. Peter Cushing in Star Wars, he apparently the shoes that were made for him as part of the costume were really uncomfortable for him to wear. So he was made, so he wore slippers. And in every single like scene he's in where you can't see his shoes or can't see his feet, he's wearing slippers, basically. And they actually had the very slippers he was wearing at the museum, which I think is both like a really interesting fact. You know, like I didn't know that he wore slippers because his shoes that were made for him were too uncomfortable. But also, like, I can't believe they had the actual real slippers he was wearing. So I thought like that was probably in some sense the highlight to me, which is, you know, maybe sounds kind of lame to be like my highlight was the slippers, but it's just because, yeah, like I feel like that's an interesting story about an incredibly famous, popular, you know, like one of the most monumental films of all time. And right there they had the physical kind of, not evidence, but kind of physical reference for that story, which I think is really cool. Okay, I'm approaching a train station again, and I'm a little bit conscious about talking to a camera around loads of people, so I'll try and remember if there are any other interesting things, and I'll turn it on for that. Otherwise, oh, I went to Taco Bell, got a Crunchwrap Supreme, so that's good. Anyway, okay, yeah. Walking over to the station. Thank you, Hannah. Old bus station. Yeah, you can really see the effects of the old drought. Curse you, son. Okay, I'm in the shade now, which I don't really want to be, you know, like, I think I can handle enough sun. Actually, we are going golfing today, at least is the plan, so I'll probably get enough sun then, so maybe it's not so bad I'm in the shade. I just remembered one other thing, and yeah, this will be the final thing from me, I guess. I might ask my mum and dad what their highlights were, but they had like quite a few storyboards of, you know, like, you know, so storyboards, and like what was interesting is sometimes the drawings in the storyboards looked nothing like the actors. So they had storyboards from the kind of 1989 Batman film, but the Joker looked nothing like Jack Nicholson. He looked like kind of comic book Joker, and I thought that was interesting. I was like, so did they do that? Did they draw these storyboards before they knew Jack Nicholson would be in it? Did they not know what he looked like? Blah blah blah. I just found that interesting, and there we go. That's the final kind of comment on that.
My highlight was the little what are they called? Little Ewoks. Yeah, I like the Ewoks. They were so cute.
See.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
The Star Wars bit at the end was probably the most impressive.
You mean the Lego?
The giant model, but also all the toys in their original boxes.
You nerd. You're just like Principal Skinner at the end of that Lisa's Rival episode of The Simpsons.
Why, it's Luke and Obi-Wan and my favorite Chewie. They're all here. What do you think?
I think it's lunchtime.
So I gotta get home and I gotta enjoy my Crunchwrap Supreme. Even as I was watching her wrap it up, I thought to myself, I feel like I can see this coming undone. It is time to assess the damage. Okay, so as you can see, it's very open on the top, but I can just eat it from this angle and I think everything will be okay. It's just a bit poorly handled. So this is a negative against the Crunchwrap Supreme, but this is the Crunchwrap Supreme going in. It's okay. I managed to fold it a little bit better after I'd kind of bitten into it. This is like a lot better shaped, so I swapped out beef for chicken, and I don't know if that was a good choice. I thought it would be healthier, but I'm not sure if it's made it a little bit less, well, a bit less authentic, because usually it is beef, but you know, also it might have made it a little bit worse, I'm not sure. Anyway, I will turn off the camera now and finish it, but yeah, I mean, it's good, and like, it's good value. Like, this is quite a decent amount of like food for £4, which is what it was. But yeah, it was, I mean, this is a lunch, and a lunch for £4 isn't too bad. And I do like the value. But yeah, it could be a little bit better. It's not bad though, so that's, you know, okay. So my other presents include these shoes. Haven't taken the tags off them yet. And apart from that, I also have a dressing gown, which I'm almost reluctant to show you because it's so not cold. Here's the dressing gown. For contrast, here's my old dressing gown. It's less fluffy. It's also a bit thicker, which does make it more annoying when it's hot. You know, I mean, it is still functional as a dressing gown, so I don't really know what kind of my plan is. Whether it's to, I don't know, find some lesser role for this dressing gown, or get rid of it. You know, like it could be this is my special dressing gown, but then having said that, am I getting the most use out of it? Anyway, either way, it's very, you know, very nice dressing gown. Really appreciate it. Yeah, just not quite sure what to do with my old dressing gown now. Off to play golf. Swing. So I got the worst score on the last hole, for which I blame myself, so I get to go last. I think it's accurate to say that I topped that because I just smashed it into the ground. I smashed mine in, I don't know, I think I did. I smashed mine into the ground. Yeah. Yeah, it is. So this is my floor. That's the hole. And over there, that's where we started. So I've got it over halfway. That's a win. I've got a 6, which I probably want less than.
I know where mine is.
Alright, I'm probably not going to keep doing this for every single hole. Well, I have no idea where that went. Oh wait, I just got it. So my shots have been really bad. So I was like, oh, you don't need to bother filming me until I do some good shots. But I literally did a great one. And I don't want to stress, it's not like I'm bragging about being great. It was mostly luck. I mean, you know, there's a bit of skill, but it's mostly luck. But no, yeah, it went really well. So now I guess I'm just going to be filmed every single time. It's the only solution. Yeah, it went, I think, basically to the green. And I'll just have to hope my putting doesn't let me down. Oh! Oh, I can see it. I can see it. It's actually not far off the green. Oh, but I think it's far off. I think it's close to the wrong green. This is Dude Perfect, and I call this Bridge Over Troubled Water. Woo! Hey Dad, you get mine. I'm Dude Perfect, and I call this my first shot.
Definitely not your second.
Because there's 2 that go back on each other.
Ready?
So they can skip and do that.
Ah!
I ain't just good looks. Ain't just a pretty face, whatever they say. That's the expression, isn't it?
That's right on money. Do it, Ellie.
Do it, Al.
And we've got 3 in there.
Over here.
Yeah, it's Michael. Look at the camera and then hit it.
Nice wiggle. Okay, ready? Woo!
That's alright.
Did I do that?
That's my new catchphrase I came up with for golf. Aim for the lens, Dad. Oh. See, I think he went in the bunker.
Go, Mikey. Go, Mikey.
Well, hi.
You can't see it land on this.
I think we got over the top. Yeah, you're fine.